What if I told you there was a single, miracle cure for some of the biggest problems we face today? I'm talking about stress, anxiety, a total lack of focus. A cure that experts actually agree on, you can start at any age, and nope, it doesn't come in a pill. Would you believe me?
Just think about that for a second. What if one simple habit could tackle all of these things at once? Something that could calm your mind, sure, but also fire up your energy and make you a better problem solver. Well, this isn't some futuristic sci-fi concept, it's a real biological fact.
And it's not just about your mind. The physical benefits are, frankly, stunning. The same miracle drug has been shown to potentially slash your risk of dying from any cause, and even your risk of cancer by a staggering 30%. I mean, that's one of the most powerful preventative tools we have, period.
That's right. The answer is running. And as we're about to see, this is so much more than just burning calories or training for a race. It's about fundamentally rewiring your brain and upgrading your entire body. So today, let's dive into the incredible science of how running can completely transform you.
All right, first up, let's talk about the brain. You know, a lot of people think of running as this mindless, repetitive activity, but it's actually the complete opposite. When you run consistently, you are literally building a better, stronger, and more resilient brain. So, how does this work? Well, it all comes down to a process called neurogenesis. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. Running helps your brain create new brain cells. This boosts what's called neuroplasticity. In plain English, it means picking up that new skill for your job or finally learning that language gets noticeably easier. With every run, you're becoming smarter. And here's where it gets really cool. Look at the effect on the hippocampus. That's a critical part of your brain for learning and memory. As we get older, it naturally starts to shrink, but check this out. Regular aerobic exercise, like running, can actually increase its size. You're literally fighting back against a key part of cognitive decline.
But it's not just biology. It's also a powerful form of meditation. You ever heard of optic flow? It's that visual sensation of the world moving past you as you run. Well, that experience has been shown to quiet the part of your brain associated with anxiety and self-criticism. It's an incredible way to find focus and just be present.
And of course, we have to talk about the famous runner's high. It's not just a myth, it's a real chemical event happening in your brain. You get a release of mood-boosting endorphins, yeah, but also something called endocannabinoids. These act like natural mood elevators and painkillers, creating this amazing sense of calm and well-being. And you don't have to run a marathon to get it. A moderate, steady pace is the sweet spot.
Okay, so we've covered the brain. Now let's move on to the body, because running is a full physical upgrade. It systematically strengthens pretty much every part of you, from the inside out.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the change in your body's engine, your heart. As you run, the walls of the heart's left ventricle get stronger. This means it can pump way more blood with every single beat. Your heart becomes so much more efficient that it just doesn't have to work as hard to keep you going.
And all that efficiency leads to a much lower resting heart rate. For people who are really fit, it's pretty common to see their heart rate down in the 50s, or sometimes even the 40s. A number like 50 beats per minute isn't just a number, it's a clear signal that you've built a powerful and highly efficient cardiovascular system. And let's bust a myth right now. You've probably heard that running destroys your joints, right? Well, done correctly, it actually makes your body more durable. It strengthens your bones, cutting down your risk of osteoporosis. It builds more mitochondria. Think of those as the tiny power plants inside your cells, so every step you take costs less energy. And it even makes your tendons stiffer and more spring-like, which turns you into a more efficient runner.
The anti-aging effects are just mind-blowing. One study found that just 6 months of marathon training could actually reverse the age of your arteries by 4 years. It did this by lowering blood pressure and making those arteries more flexible. It is one of the most effective ways to add healthy, vibrant years to your life.
Okay, so you've seen the why. You get it. Running is incredible. Now let's talk about the how. This is your simple 5-step blueprint to take all this science and make it a real, consistent part of your life, starting right now. So here's the game plan we're going to walk through. It's all about building the habit first. Then we'll talk about form, finding your rhythm, using a few mental tricks to keep you going, and, this is a big one, making recovery a top priority.
So the first and most important step is all about consistency. Seriously, forget about how fast you're going or how far you run. Just get out the door. The golden rule, and you should write this down, is to never miss 2 days in a row. As you build that habit, then you can start making small, tiny tweaks to your technique, like running tall or keeping your arms relaxed. Don't try to change everything at once.
All right, next up,
Find your cadence. We're talking about your steps per minute, or SPM. The magic number to aim for is around 180. Why? Because the quicker, shorter stride is way more efficient and puts a lot less stress on your joints, which helps prevent injuries. A cool trick is to find 180 beats per minute playlists online to help you get the rhythm down.
Now for the two things most people completely ignore, your head and your bed. First, stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is a feeling, it comes and goes. What you need is discipline. Discipline is a system. It's what gets you out the door when you really don't feel like it. And just as important is recovery. Your body doesn't get stronger during the run, it gets stronger when you rest. So make sleep a priority. That is when all of these amazing changes actually happen.
At the end of the day, running is a total system upgrade for your body and your mind. It melts away stress, builds incredible focus, and gives you this undeniable sense of accomplishment. So as you think about starting your own journey, just remember this. If you believe you can do it, you're right. There is no better first step you can take to improve your entire life than to just start.